Hello everyone. Today we shall look into selected value function. Selected value function, it has two parameters, which is column name and alternative result, which is optional. It returns the value when the context for column name has been filtered down to one distinct value only. Otherwise it will result in an alternative result. Okay, here we have an equivalent expression for selected value, which is if has one value, and in the true condition we have values along with the alternate result. Okay, if the best practice is whenever if we are using selected value, we should use selected value instead of values in DAX. This function is not supported for use in direct query mode when it is used in calculated columns or row level security rules. Let us see an example. Okay, I'll go to sales table. I'll take brand. Okay, here is my brand values. I'll click on the measure table. You could see that I have written two measures, which is sum of sales and sum of cost. Okay, these are two measures which I have written. I'll bring into the table. Okay, I'll bring into the table total sales and total cost. Okay, I'll click on this and make a table. Here you could see that with respect to brand, my total sales and total cost is filtered. Now suppose that I want to view these two measures in a bar chart where I could filter it out in a slicer. Let us see how to do it. For making it possible, what we have to do is we have to make a disconnected table. Disconnected table means a table which is not connected or not related to any other tables. I'll click on this enter data. I'll make a disconnected table. I'll name it as disconnected table. Okay, here in the column name, I'll write name. I'll write total sales and total cost. These are two measures which are required for me to in order to represent. I'll click on load. Here Here is my disconnected table with a name column where total sales and total cost is written. Okay, what I could do is I could make a slicer and I could make use of this disconnected table name. Okay, here is my slicer. I could change its format. Okay, I'll go to view, click on the format. Here I have this slicer settings and I'll change it to tile. Okay, now you could see that I have this slicer where it is total cost and total sales, but this column is not related to any other table, as you could see in the data model. Okay, here this is my disconnected table and we have the relationship between sales and date. Let us move to the report. Now what I required is I'll make a column chart. Okay, here what I want is in x-axis I want brand, and in y-axis if at all I select total cost, my total cost data must be filtered, and in total if I select on total sales must be filtered. To make it possible, I'll create a measure. Okay, I'm selecting on the measure table and I'm creating a new measure. Let us give the name as totals. Okay, let us give the name as totals equal to, we shall make a variable. Let us name the variable as select m. Okay, I'll use the function selected value. In the column name, you could provide the column name as disconnected name. Okay, this is our disconnected table name where I have written the name similar to the total cost and total sales. I'll put a comma. As an alternate result, if nothing is selected, I want total sales to be selected. Okay, here I'll close the parenthesis. In the return place, what I have to write is I'll make use of switch function. Okay, in the expression I'll write true condition. If the expression is true, for select m measure, select m variable which I have written, if it is equal to total sales, okay, and if the result must be our total sales measure, I'll put a comma. If the select m variable Okay, if it is equal to total cost, which is in our disconnected table, okay, I want total cost. I'll close the switch function. Here you could see that I have created a variable using selected value function. I have created this disconnected column name and used it in the selected value function. As an alternative result, I have used this total sales, and in the return value I have used this switch function where the expression is true, and the for the value select term equal to total sales condition, I have provided the total sales, and if it is total cost, I am using the measure total cost. Okay, now since we have created the measure which is totals, let us see if it is working or not. Okay, this is my table where I could select the brand in x-axis. I'll select the brand in x-axis. In y-axis, I could select the totals. Okay, here whatever you could see in the column chart, here you could see that if I make total sales in descending order, here you could see that Apple and LG are highest top two sales with 32 million. If I sort the total cost, and if I click on total sales, okay, it will show us the total sales, and if I click on total cost, you could see that now total cost is appearing. Here you could see that LG and Apple are two highest cost items which are present. Okay, this is how we make a slicer using the disconnected table and make use of this selected value function to make such scenario possible. I hope it is understandable. Please practice, and then we shall meet in the next video.